Hey everybody, Mariel Nicole here with another anonymous question. And today it's about what I think about people who are in relationships with more than one person. Ooh, I love this topic. Okay, so here's the thing. All of us have been brought up with society, with examples of our own parents or grown-ups in our lives, books, movies, all of these things with relationships being put into this square box that is called monogamy. Okay? And what I'm here to do in this little video today is to challenge you to smash the fucking box. Okay? And there is, first of all, there's nothing wrong with monogamy. Monogamy is a really beautiful way to be in relationship with somebody else, but that does not mean that it is the only way to have a healthy relationship. Okay? So a healthy relationship needs to be just that. It needs to be a healthy relationship for you as an individual. And some people are wired to be in a monogamous relationship. And some people really are not wired to be in a monogamous relationship. Okay? And so what that looks like, though, is that every relationship needs to be based off of trust, communication, integrity, honesty, curiosity, adventure, right? These are all really important things to have in a relationship, whether you are monogamous or not. And what needs to happen is for everybody to stop judging themselves and judging other people on what their form of a relationship looks like. So I'm gonna kind of like revert back to this question and what is my opinion on people who are in relationships with multiple people. You know what? I'm totally fine with it. I'm a very sex positive person, and I think that it is really important for everybody to be able to define what that healthy relationship looks like for themselves, be able to communicate it with their partner or their future partner or partners so that everybody is on the same page, and then to be able to move forward with integrity to carry out what that relationship looks like for them. Okay? And the important part there was carry that out with integrity and communication. So people who are in relationships with multiple people and nobody knows about it and it's sneaky, that is called cheating, and that is called not being a person of integrity and not being someone who is going to find, quite honestly, happiness with another person or happiness with yourself, because you're not walking in alignment with being a person of integrity. Okay? So if you are somebody who is in a relationship and you think that, you know, you're in a monogamous relationship and you're like, this really isn't, you know, doing it for me. I'm still attracted to other people. I still want to be in relationship to other people, but it actually doesn't take away any of my passion or feelings for my current partner. You know what? These are all just conversations that need to be had. And yes, they're hard conversations and uncomfortable conversations that you need to have with your partner. But every good relationship is based on communication, right? So, so that's what I have to say about that. I decided I wanted to add a couple more things. Okay, so the first thing is that, remember how I said what makes a really healthy relationship is also curiosity and adventure? Okay, so a lot of times when we're in monogamous relationships, long-term committed relationships with somebody, they get stagnant, they get boring. You think that you know everything about the other person because you've been living with them for a long time or, you know, sharing a life with them for a long time. But at the end of the day, you could honestly really never know everything about another person, because as we go through life, we're evolving, we're changing, new experiences are coming, and they're having some sort of an effect on us in some way, and we come out the other side of them a different person, right? And so, you know, who you first started dating is not who you ended up marrying, and who you married is not who you ended up having kids with, and who you had kids with isn't who is going to be the same person that now all the kids are gone and you're left at the home together, right? Like all of these things really do change us, whether you want them to or not, they do, right? And when we continue to foster curiosity in a relationship and adventure in a relationship, they keep that relationship in a state of youngness and a state of excitement, right? And so I find that sometimes, not sometimes actually, a lot of times, that when those relationships start to get boring, pardon me, that's when people start kind of going outside of that relationship to get the state of desire back, to get affirmation on, them being good looking or wanted, right? And because they stop feeling like that in their own relationship, because it's stagnant, because it's boring, because it's like, exactly what's going to happen, right? So one of the most important ways to keep a relationship exciting is to learn something together, to go on adventures, to be curious about life and each other. Even if you've been in a relationship for 20 years, be curious about your partner, right? And then it goes back to communication. Be honest and open with your partner when they're being curious about you, right? And all of these things kind of help keep a relationship young and vibrant, and no matter how long you've been in that relationship for. And then either the monogamy is going to stay awesome and you're going to be great in that for the rest of your guys' lives, or in that curiosity and adventure, you're going to find out that you feel safe and confident enough in yourself and in that relationship to open that up, to allow each other and yourselves to find other people attractive or explore sexually and all of these things. Have relationships with other people that your partner knows about, right? And so really, this question just opens a whole can of worms that I could talk about forever. But if this has intrigued you, or you have questions that are kind of coming up from this, please head to this Telenon app and give me an anonymous question, or you can ask it in the comments or send me a DM. I love talking about this. But before I go, one last thing. Integrity, honesty, trust, communication, curiosity, and adventure. Is it in your relationship? Or if you're not in your relationship or a relationship, do you have that with yourself? Because if you have that with yourself, you're not only going to attract a partner who has that, but you're also going to walk with confidence in that, and it's contagious for when you do get a partner that is like that.